Kenyan protesters called for a national strike on June 25th. It follows this week's mass demonstrations against government plans to raise taxes. One person was killed and at least 200 people injured. Rights groups say live rounds have been used.
If someone is fighting for their rights, why use live bullets? If he'd been found with weapons, we would have said he was delinquent, but he was just walking with his friend. I'd like to plead to the police. They're parents just like we are. The pain we're feeling is the same pain they'd feel.
It's really shocking to learn that we are living in a country where youth are losing their lives for merely exercising their constitutional rights. And they were doing so peaceably. And despite that, the police had the guts to use excessive force and kill innocent youth. You know, it's really unacceptable.
And protesters say the tax hikes aimed at reducing the budget deficit will raise the cost of living for Kenyans who are already struggling to make ends meet. Affordable housing is also a major issue. 70% of people living in urban areas live in informal settlements, often missing basic needs like running water. A construction company thinks investing in affordable 3D printed homes might be the solution. Siobhán, Silke.
Jacinta Awino goes through her daily chores in her little tin shack. She lives in Kibera in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, one of the largest urban slums in Africa. Hundreds of thousands of people live amidst a maze of rusty iron sheets with no running water or toilets. There's little alternative for the residents. The thousands of dollars required for a one-room government house are far beyond them.
We would really love to move into better houses, but we do not have the money to afford them. Those government houses are like a dream for us, but our incomes simply won't allow it.
The government wants to build 250,000 houses each year in an effort to close a huge housing deficit. A French company is offering a quick solution using 3D printing technology. It's already showcasing a small number of houses across the country.
The kitchen area.
The housing need on the continent is huge. It's more than 2 million houses here in Kenya. It's more than 10 million in Nigeria. And we know that if we want to clear that backlog, we need to build differently. We need to build at scale, with speed and with low carbon materials. And this is what construction 3D printing makes possible, so that we clear that backlog soon.
A machine layers special mortar to form concrete walls, which cuts the building time by several days compared to traditional brick and mortar. But for this architect, the new technology remains limited.
Brick and mortar, everybody can build their house anywhere they are. They're able to access the materials, they're able to access the tradesmen who are able to build their house, and they can plan the cost, they can plan how much money they have, they can build in phases. 3D printing as a technology as it is currently doesn't offer all those options.
Kenya's government is trying to find other solutions. Parliament recently passed a new housing tax to be used to build more affordable and more decent housing.